Hey guys, John here. Well, to those of you who don't know who I am, my name's John. Well, Jonathan Scott, whatever you want to call. Pretty much, this is my videos for study abroad. I may sound tired or really quiet. That's mainly because it's like 1 a.m. right now. Or at least 1 a.m. in Japan right now. Pretty much I just wanted to throw this video out before 1. Well, I was about to say before the week is over, which technically it's Tuesday now, so I'm late. I wanted to try to put these videos out like every weekend or at most every early of the week, whatever. Every like Sunday or Monday, just as like a weekly thing, saying like what's going on for the past week, where am I at, stuff like that. Probably just telling stories, whatever. But yeah, pretty much I just wanted to start off by saying like, well, basically, thank you for all the support from both my family, people who have donated to my GoFundMe page. That really helped a lot. The GoFundMe is still going to stay up through the whole program, just in case somebody else wants to donate or whatever. I'll just make sure I put the link down on this post. But yeah, really, thank you. Every donation helps. Well, yeah, right now in Japan, I start class tomorrow. You can see what I'm doing before I have to get up and go to class. And unlike Philadelphia, it's funny. I like Philadelphia, in which I can stay up now, and I have a 9:30 class, and I'm like, okay, cool. I wake up at 7 or 8, make it out there in time. Now I have to wake up at 6 and leave out of here probably 7:30, because my sub now takes like an hour. Like my commute to Temple, Japan takes like hour to hour 45 minutes, just because like so many people are going to be going through the line. But not like everyone, so many people are going to be going through the sub, like to the point where like you're in just this crowded sub train where like you're literally just next to someone like this. Or like, and the main thing is you don't want to like accidentally grab somebody by accident. You don't want to grab someone's face. I don't know. You don't want to by accident make it really inconvenient for the next person next to you, even though we're all pretty much in this whole predicament together. But yeah, but yeah. Well, just basically to start off, I just want to go back to the very beginning. I really wanted to do the study abroad program. Well, like pretty much going abroad for years now. Part of it's a small portion of it is because I'm like an anime fan and stuff, and video game fan, and like stuff like that. Of course, I will like bring that. Like that will be one of the main forces that led me here. Well, not the main forces, but one of the like things that brought me to choose Japan. But also because I don't know, I was really attracted in the fact of like going somewhere opposite of like the location I'm at right now, which is Philadelphia. Nothing wrong with Philly, kind of, but I really wanted to be somewhere else at the moment. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. So back in high school, I had a chance to do this. It was a program. I forgot what the program was called, but it was like we pretty much was placed. Well, we would have been in Japan for like I think it was 1, 2, 3, between 1 and 3 months, and we would just. Well, at the time we were just getting over the earthquake, so we would pretty much be helping, like relief, like mild touring, visiting locations, helping out people who need help, stuff like that. And I really wanted to do that, but of course, it cost like $7,000. And at the time, we only had like a month. No, no. How long? I think it was 4 or 5 months in time to get $7,000, which was really nah. So that was put off for a little, and I was thinking, okay, well maybe after college, when I get everything together, finish paying the loans that the government put on me, uh, and after paying all that, maybe I could start saving up to do a trip to Japan. Then, when college searching came, one of the things that I learned from Temple is that they have a study abroad program, and honestly, it's a pretty good program. You still need to save money, but it's way better than 7,000 that you had to save for the other program. Not saying that the other program was bad, but just saying that I would kind of prefer Temple's than the other program. Well, yeah. So, fast forward a few years later, now I'm in Temple. Applied for the program. When was it? I think the applications for the program came out around at the end of April. No, not April. Whoops. August. No, 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 no. It came out. Yeah, it came out either at the end of August or the beginning of September. And essentially, I started off. I already like had everything. Well, I at least thought I had everything I needed in August. In August, I began writing like scholarships essays. So the process, just to make this a little bit shorter, I'm just going to leave out the process right now. I may make a video later going over what everything I had to do, tips, preparation, stuff like that. But as for now, I'm just going to say that after a couple months, I was accepted. I had my stuff ready, somewhat ready financially, but everything was ready to go. So on January 5th, I left out for New York, stayed with a friend for like a couple hours, and then left out for, what airline was that? LaGuardia Airport. And, well, yeah, went there. Yeah, went there, went to the airport. First of all, this is my first time at any type of airport or even airline. I've never flown before, and it was an entirely new experience. I was hoping that I was not going to, I was hoping this wasn't going to be the time where I discovered that I have a fear of heights. But, but it was a new experience. I really enjoyed it the first 2 hours. Then we landed. Well, pretty much, okay, basically how my airline, like, how I got to Japan was, we left from New York on the 5th. That was at, I believe, 8:30. 8:30. From 8:30 to about, till 10, we went from New York to Toronto, Canada. Then from there, I stayed in Toronto, Canada for about 11 hours until 7 a.m. in the next morning, which was boring and tiresome. Like, there wasn't really anything to do. Of course, there's not going to be much to do. I had my phone on me, and I was able to get Wi-Fi, but of course it was just like, what should I do in the airport for 11 hours? Luckily, Subway was open, or there was a Subway in there that was still open. I got something to eat. I sat down, watched some YouTube videos, got bored again, started walking around the airport. Then I finally just found like what's the word I'm looking for? An outlet. Yeah, I found weird word that I forgot. I found an outlet on the ground, and I just sat. I had on me my carry-on bag and a guitar. I'm gonna get to that in a second. My carry-on bag and my guitar, and I sat on the ground. I set my bag and like so I could use it as a pillow. I put my coat over the bag, and then I like locked my legs around my guitar just to make sure that like I don't get anything stolen. I don't know. I don't know how wild Canada is. Like, so Now at this point, I went to sleep at like 3, which was a real bad idea because I had to wake up for an airline at 7. I think it was 7:20. So I woke up at like 6, and I was just groggy. Like, this is the worst feeling I've ever had waking up. Because not only was I, like, still extremely tired, I was highly confused because I forgot that I was in the airport. So I just woke up, like, and I'm just looking around trying to figure out where I'm at. And then something just told me, like, to get up and go to the bathroom. So I just took all my stuff, went to the bathroom, and was just sitting on the toilet, just not doing anything, but I'm just sitting on the toilet, just, like, confused. Until I finally, like, got myself together and was like, okay, I got a plane in like 30 minutes. So, yeah, at that point, we went from Toronto. Took, I think it was 4 hours? Either between 2 and 4 hours to go from Toronto, Canada, to the other side of Canada, in Calgary. And then from there, I waited another 2 hours, at which this time I picked up a souvenir from the shops, and then I'm sitting at the seat, just like in this, just going to sleep. And I had my guitar sitting next to me, so I'm just like slightly leaning on my guitar so that I can make sure it's still sitting there next to me. I'm very paranoid when it comes to getting my stuff stolen. I don't know if I should be or what. But yeah, I slept there for like an hour, on and off. It wasn't like I couldn't sleep straight. I couldn't sleep to where I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. It was more of like I would sleep for 10 minutes, wake up, sleep for 5, wake up, 7 minutes, wake up, something like on and off sleeping. So then I finally got back up. The last plane was coming for Calgary to Japan at Narita Station. And that was going to be an 11-hour ride. So as I said earlier, the first 2 hours was great. Well, okay. This 11 hours was like, I really just want to go to sleep at this point. So yeah, we're on this plane. The female next to me had her baby, which of course, and then the female next to me had her baby, but luckily I had my headphones, and the one thing I like about, though this is the first time I had, Air Canada. Air Canada has it where like the seat in front of you has like this small screen, and like it's a touch screen, and you have the options of like movies, television shows, like that. What's that new show? That show about this black family. I'm guessing I forgot what it was called. Just know this is 2015, so that show with the new black family, I don't know if that's going to help. But yeah, I watched, I just randomly was like, oh, and then also one of the options was to look at the map just to see like where the plane is, the speed of the plane, the height of the plane, how long it will take, and like they had this like this little animation to where like the distance between where you're at to where your location and where you came from. So you just see the plane slowly moving over towards Tokyo, and you would think that like you would be this close, and you'll think like, okay, we have like 30 minutes. Then you look back 30 minutes later and you just move like a tiny bit more. But yeah. So sitting on the plane for 11 hours, I had my laptop, watched Princess Mononoke, which I love this movie so much, even though it's like it's weird. That's all I can say about it. I love it, but it's like weird. And then I tried watching Howl's Moving Castle, which is also weird. Well, Miyazaki style. But yeah, I watched it. And then my laptop just gave up midway through the movie. It was just like, oh, I can't play this movie. It's too much for me. Like, I got my sisters, and thank you again. I have my sister's laptop, which is this mini, like, pink red laptop, and it doesn't really do that well for like high def stuff. It's kind of slow, but it does its job. So, but yeah. So at that point, I just got off of it. I got off of my laptop and was trying to figure out what I could do. I accidentally deleted all my music prior, so I was just sitting there listening to. The only song I had left on my phone was "Shine On, You Crazy Diamond." But yeah, just to make this quicker to get away from the airport thing. We landed, of course, 11 hours later. Made it to Narita. I did all my custom stuff. Almost lost my guitar. Luckily, when I was about to ask where's my stuff, dude, like, rolled up with my guitar, like, magically, as if he knew I was looking for it. But yeah, after that, now this is where this is where the fun part came in. Okay, first thing was that I didn't get to exchange my currency. So in the airport, one thing I really didn't want to do was actually, go through their rates. I didn't want to have to try to bring out like $500 and end up paying them like what, $100. So what I ended up doing was first thing first was I was looking for a Citibank ATM, because at the very least that can give me my money, and it's not going to kill my like wallet, well, my card. Which, if anyone knows a better ATM, by all means, let me know. But yeah, I was trying to look for it. Had some random guys come up to me doing like a video thing for, I think it was Tokyo Times, Tokyo TV. It was something. It was like some TV show, so I just did a quick interview with them. Then I was looking for the ATM, just walking back and forth the airport until finally I found it. I was able to take out, I think it's like 500 worth, which I don't have anymore, but $500 worth, which came out to, I think it was, I'm not sure how much yen that was. It was around 600. I mean, not 600. It was around like 60,000 yen. If you don't mind, let me search that real quick. But yeah, I took the money out, went back, had to take, 59,771 yen, which sounds a lot more than, well, it's about like 90 more than what it, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like 59,000 yen. But yeah, what I had to do was, this is where I messed up. Well, slightly messed up. For homestay students, which I decided instead of going to dorm, I wanted to do a homestay just to make it like, since this is my first time in Japan, also first time trying to learn Japanese, like, authentically. Well, as authentic as you can get. I pretty much wanted to do a homestay just so I get more of a cultural, like, like, environment. Be able to be in a Japanese neighborhood instead of just being in my dorm, and actually interacting with Japanese people instead of being in my dorm and probably doing nothing, probably talking to just other people I know from Temple, or people who are doing the program. But yeah, what we're supposed to do is take, it's called an airport bus. I think that's what it was called. Where we had to take a bus to Shinjuku, which was a hour to hour 20-minute ride from Narita Station to Shinjuku. And then once we got off, we had to go to Sagawa. I think it's Sagawa Hotel. If you notice, I will keep saying I think it was because it's like 1:30. I can't remember last time. But yeah, Sagawa Hotel, and then we were supposed to meet with a TUJ representative. That's what I read on my form, but actually I had a different um I had different arrival instructions that I had to look up online. That was on my email, and that was on my fault. That was my fault. So I went to Nagawa. I mean, not Nagawa. I went to Sagawa Hotel and was sitting there, and I didn't know that I had to go to instead the station closest to my homestay family, which is at Minami Ozawa Station. I'm gonna show you in a few, like, how far that is and like where it is. But yeah. So just in quick saying, it's about 45 minutes away. So I was supposed to catch a sub there, or a bus. I think a bus goes there too. But yeah, I didn't do that. So I went to the hotel. Was trying to call out, but I was trying to like see if there were any TUJ representatives there. I asked somebody, and they were just didn't know. So I ended up trying to make a phone call. One of the staff members, which the staff members there were great. They really did help me out like a lot. She helped me make a phone call to, I believe, well, Nicole. She is the homestay representative or director of the like homestay program for TUJ. So I called her. Well, I think no. I think the number we had was for the office, and then Nicole came actually to the hotel and like talked to me, told me where I was supposed to go. Also called the homestay family, told them where I was at, and then had escorted me. Well, not escorted, but more of like told me that I would have to just go to the station and like ride to Minami Ozawa. And so yeah, she showed me pretty much the subway that's in Shinjuku, which I did not know at the time was so huge, but I'll get to that soon. She showed me the station, told me about like the Passmo cards. There's pretty much these cards that you would use. I think this is coming to Philadelphia soon, but it's pretty much, yeah, this card here. There's a light right there. There's, yeah, Passmo card. It's also in reverse. So, yeah, my camera is in reverse a little bit. But, yeah, the Passmo card. Pretty much, I had to get that card, which is what I would load money into. And pretty much just, I would walk to, like, the little, I don't know what to call it. I would just walk up to where the line I have to go. There's a scanner there. You tap the card onto the scanner, and it will let you pass, and it'll tell you how much money was taken out. So this was a fun experience in itself, because literally on my first day, within hours of arriving, I had to catch the subway, and figure out where I had to go. Hopefully I wouldn't get lost. Because from Shinjuku Station to Minami Ozawa, you have to catch what's called the KO line. And just to make sure my memory is right, the KO line, oh no. I believe I didn't have to take a transfer, did I? I think, yeah, for the first time I had to take a transfer somewhere. I forgot where though. It was, I think, because even though we were in Shinjuku was big. So there are other like little spots that you could go down into like today I found there was Nishi Shinjuku, and you would go down and catch that line to the main Shinjuku station. And like I said, Shinjuku was big. So I forgot what station I was at for Sagawa, but I had to pretty much go take a line from there to main Shinjuku. Then I had to catch what's called the KO line. The KO line is the main station that I know now, where it will go from Shinjuku to Hashimoto,